Hi, my name is Megan McMillan, and I decided to research about marriage and family therapists, which is a pretty common one, but it's something that I'm really interested in, so I wanted to look into it more. So, as far as the work environment goes, typically you're working for government, either the government or for a public or a private practice. Um, and you're going to be working in an office with your clients, but it has a very flexible work schedule, as you can decide what times you want to meet with your clients. Um, and so some of the typical stressors that you face is it could be emotionally stressful, as you're working with families or couples that are really struggling in those really important relationships, and so it can be difficult to see families struggling like that. And also, especially if you're working with somebody who's not really willing to change, then that could be something difficult that you face in the workplace. Um, Also, if you have a lot of clients that you're trying to work with at once, then it could be stressful with, you know, do lots of work, because you not only are working with the clients in your appointments with them, but also as outside of those appointments, then you're trying to review your notes and analyze their personal, different situations and find ways that you could help them. But there's a lot of benefits with this job. One of them is that you get medical and life insurance, as well as 401k retirement plans, and also paid vacations, which is really nice. And as I mentioned before, you have a really flexible work schedule, which is really nice when you have a family, and so you can kind of schedule around your family schedule. And also, it's a very rewarding job, as you get to see the fruits of your labors, working with these families and seeing them improve and become better. And some of the common job tasks is obviously, when you are with the client talking to them, but also when you're not with the client, then you review and analyze the notes that you took while you were working with them. Um, and you look for different resources and methods of ways that you could help them, and different goals that you could set with them. And then you talk to them about it, and over time you review or not review, but you evaluate the progress of how they're doing, and how those different plans that you guys set are working, and if you need to change them a little bit. The educational requirements, there's a lot of education required for this job. So you need a master's degree, as well as 3,000 hours of clinical experience, which is about 2 years of clinical experience before you can get licensed. And you also need to be certified by taking yearly workshops and other classes to keep your certification. You also need to be living by the code of ethics that they set forth. Taking the state exam, you need to pass the state exam before you can work in the different states. So there's a lot of educational requirements that you need for this job, but I would say it's definitely worth it. The salary range, so the average salary is $47,000 a year, but the upper 10% make $74,000 a year. And if you're working for the government, then you earn typically $55,000 a year. So the salary is pretty good as well. And also, I was looking at the job outlook, and over the next couple of years, it's supposed to grow. The job market for marriage and family therapists is supposed to grow 14 to 19%. So I definitely liked learning a lot more about this career, and I'm definitely very interested in it. Thank you for watching my presentation.